Hi, my name is Kira Prouse and I'm currently converting this Mercedes Sprinter into my mobile home. I've got the help of my dad and my puppy to get me on the road, and until then we've got a lot of work to do. So in this episode today I would love to show you guys how I've begun setting up my van exactly the way I want it for when I hit the road. So it's not quite at the livable stage yet, and I'm hoping to only have about 2 episodes of the van build and try and be as in-depth as I possibly can. However, it might end up being a little bit skew-iff at times because my filming is not quite up to par yet. First episode, so let's see how this goes. 3, 2, 1. So the van is a 2001 Mercedes Sprinter that I got from a guy on Marketplace on Facebook. It only cost me about $1,500, and we also had to get it roadworthy, so we had to spend some money there as well. But overall, so far, the van build has only cost me about $8,000, which is pretty good, I'm thinking. In the end, I don't really want it to cost any more than $10,000. That's my budget. But as you can see, we're pretty close to the end at the moment, so I feel like we're gonna get there. We have just purchased. So because I know that YouTube is going to destroy me for having this part of the video up because of the song in the background there, we are going to do this a little bit differently. So I'm gonna play the clip and hopefully I'll be able to explain what I'm doing as it's playing. Yeah, let's give this a go. Okay, so here I'm kind of just talking about how I'm obsessed with the van and that it's a brand new van that I just got, which is a Mercedes Sprinter. I just said it was gorgeous, which is why that came up, and I also found that it was very good to drive, and I was able to drive it, so that's why the P plate's there, and I don't have to tow it on a trailer, which is awesome, which is different from the last van I had, which was a green machine, which I'm going to show you right now. This is the van here. So this is the beauty. Obviously she needs a lot of work, but that is okay. We've got till May to do all of our work, so I'll make sure I film our whole journey so you guys can follow along. Clearly I underestimated the amount of work I had to do here. In here, so obviously there's a lot of rust. There was actually way too much rust. We had to replace the entire front section of the van because the rust had eaten out so much of it around the windscreen, and we had to cut out the floor because there was rust holes all over it. We were intending on replacing that with checker plate flooring, but that didn't go to plan. However, before we even got it home and started working on all of that stuff, this happened. So we're having a bit of trouble. This is our current situation. The van, we're trying to get it off the trailer, and by doing that we kind of ran into a problem, and it actually is on the side of the van. To try and get this tyre back on the trailer and then try and get this van off the trailer because we're about half an hour away from the hire expiring. So yeah, wish us luck. So long story short, that is why we got the new van. Anyway, back to it. It's actually a very comfy drive.
Kira cleaning down the roof of the van, full of moss, believe it or not. Ambos don't clean on top of their ambulances, obviously. Van should now be roadworthy. I've just got one reverse light to check. Oh, and no, the parker's on. One reverse light to check, and one number plate globe needs checking. Apart from that, I think we're in business for lights. Looking good, Kira. Okay, so it turns out once you lift vinyl up off the floor, it's a very uneven surface full of glue. So we decided to get out an old friend of mine. But we had to teach Kira how to use it because my back just won't stand up for it.
Ready?
This one's for the dropout. This is the anthem for the guy who never got the girl. This is the anthem for the kid who sucked in gym class, and this song's for you, you fool, at piece of shit high school. It's over. You wish for 6 years straight. I can't wait to see the back of all these losers. I can't wait till I have to never see their faces. This one's for the dropout. This is the anthem for the guy who never got the girl. This is the anthem for the kid who sucked in gym class, and this song's for you, you fool, at piece of shit high school. And I can't wait till I go back there. Reunion in 10 years, yeah. These assholes got. I can't wait till I get to laugh in on their faces.
Cool day today. We are putting the solar panel up on the roof. So if you look behind me here, we've just got the solar panel, just popped it up there for now, and we're gonna put some brackets on there and make it all look nice and secure, and then we can start running some cable in through that little vent there.
La 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 la, piece of shit high school. La 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 la, a piece of shit high school.
And I think it's a pretty honest problem. Do you want me to lift you up? Someone's moved the crate, say? There you go. If you go down beside the box, you'll be able to stand next to your mum.
Piece of shit high school. This is the anthem. La la la. This is the anthem. La 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 la. This one's for the dropout. La 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 la. This is the anthem for the guy who never got the girl. La la la. This is the anthem for the kid who sucked in gym class, and this song's for you, you fool, at piece of shit high school.
Perfect.
Shove it in there, it's perfect then. oven up, even if you have to push the other stuff out of the way. Hey! We need that! We don't, but...
Look at him!
Hey! You're not a plumber. You're not a plumber, dude. Trying to be a plumber. What's your mum doing? Hey, don't hit the wire. You'll get a bad electric shot, you chew through that. You get a bad shot, you chew through that.
Is that too thick there?
That's
I
all
can't
right.
really do anything about it, but yeah.
So we're really ready for me to grab the other panel.
Yeah. Yeah, little monster. So this is what... So this is what we've done so far. Hello, Mallee. We have popped in the insulation. We've done the sound deadener here. And now this is all going to get covered with this big piece of ply.
This one's for the dropout. This is the anthem for the guy who never got the girl. This is the anthem for the kid who sucked in gym class. And this song's for you, you fool, a piece of shit high school.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna get a bit of a beverage from my fridge just to refresh on this warm day. Welcome to my van! Ta-da! Alrighty, so come on in and I'll show you all around. So we're halfway through the build process with about 6 weeks to go until our tester trip. So, we haven't got our shower in yet, but this is where it is going to go. Now, the shower isn't actually this big, so what we're probably going to do, the toilet goes in the shower as well, what we're probably going to do is have a slide out pantry here, which will give me more storage. And above me, in the shower, is going to be a skylight, a big old skylight to give me a little bit more headroom, because you can see it's not a lot of shower room here. And also in this entryway here is going to be a fan, which is going to, we're going to figure out how to make it work, suck and blow, which is a dad problem. Right here as well is going to be a pop-up table, which is going to connect to a bench, which is going to have my stove and oven on it right here. And underneath that's probably going to be a drawer for pots and pans or a gas bottle. Now you're probably wondering what this big monstrosity behind me is. This is my fridge and freezer combo. So this here will allow me to change it from gas to AC power to DC power. So I can run it on gas, which is this one here. You'll hear the ignition, which is pretty cool. It's a sick beat. Or I can run it on AC power, which is currently connected to just the house power, which is 240 volt. Or I can connect it to DC power, the battery, which is just underneath the bed. But I'm going to put it back onto AC because we have no sun at the moment, and I really want to try and save my battery a bit. And here, this is the kitchen. So up here is all going to be storage for mason jars, and down the bottom as well. These are going to be spice racks right here and here. This is my beautiful tap, or as the Americans call it, a faucet, which is amazing. I'm very happy I got that one, and it was pretty cheap as well. We got a pretty good deal on it. And then under here, so this is just to give me bench space, so I'm not using my sink, but under here we've installed the sink. So this is a really cool thing. It's actually a bowl that the lady behind the camera actually got for me. And it's even got a little plug that we've purchased as well. So that plugs it up, that leaves it unplugged, and it also catches all the yucky food. So I can pop it in the bin. And it won't block up my drain. Under here is all storage. As you can see, there's no doors or drawers. That's because they're all about to get painted. So under here is probably just going to be dog food and maybe some fresh water bottles, something like that. And here's going to be like cutlery, plates and bowls, cups, pots and pans, all kinds of crap. Then here we're going to mount a pop-up table with these cool little doodads. So the pop-up, so it's going to sit like this. No, it's going to sit like this. And the pop-up's going to be here, and then to pop it down, you just press that button and it slides down like that. So, and that's going to be the same mechanism for the pop-up table I mentioned earlier. This little cabinet here, now there are some bits in this tour I might just add that my mum hasn't actually seen because she's been at work and she's just behind the camera, so she'll probably be a little bit surprised with a few things we've done as well. So we haven't installed the wall yet, which is going to be here, which is going to case the fridge, and above the fridge is going to be storage as well, which is where this is going to mount to because there's a lot of stuff that goes behind it. Now this little doodad is a switchboard. It controls my lights, which have two separate things. So if somebody was in the kitchen, they can be cooking and the other person can be sleeping, or I could be doing some work in my bed at night and I just don't want the other ones on that are going to be wasting battery, so that's that as well. It also shows me the voltage that is in my batteries at the moment. So at the moment we only have 12.6. That's because we're running the lights and
we've been experimenting with the fridge.
And we've been what?
We're experimenting with the
and
fridge.
We were experimenting with the fridge a little bit, and because it's not sunny, it's really dark out tonight. We don't have any sun going to our solar panels at the moment, which means that there's no power going to our battery because it's the only way we're charging our batteries at the moment. Now, here, next to where this wall is going to be, is my little area for my bin to go. Did you want to come around, Mum, and have a look? So we're going to make a bench top here, and this flip-up table is actually going to come to the bench here. So the flip-up table that will be here will flip up and will lock into this bench here, and it should be flush nicely. And the bench will go all the way to the wall, except here is going to be joined with some hinges, and there's going to be a little tab to pull up. And underneath there is going to be a washing hamper, so I can hide all my washing and no one's going to know that it's there. And this cabinet's probably going to be my bin, so it's probably going to have a little section for recycling and a little section for rubbish. And I'm hoping that that's all I'm going to need because I'm trying to start a sustainable lifestyle.
You want me to go around the back doors with the camera?
Just a moment, I'll do that. I'm trying to start up a sustainable lifestyle and I don't want to be accumulating as much rubbish as I am at the moment. Now, up here, so I've got this little thing to step up onto the bed at the moment because we were going to make something, but it actually might end up doing the right thing. Not sure if Mallee's going to be able to jump up there, but we'll figure that out soon. And this fridge might end up moving over a little bit. We don't really know. There's nothing set in stone here. But up here, this is my bed. So I kind of lost you for a bit there because my phone died while I was on the bed filming that section. However, what I was trying to say is Mum helped me make the bed cover here, and up here we have all of our shelving, which will just be for my clothing mostly, and possibly some like hats and beanies and stuff, and maybe even some dog toys for Mallee. And then underneath the bed is where the fun begins. So you probably won't be able to see much at the moment because it is late and it is quite dark, as it is at night time. So if I just head under here, oh, it's not so bad. So if you come under here with me, this is where all of my storage is going to go. So I'm going to have lots of like plastic boxes. It's going to be full of camping gear, fishing gear, everything that I could possibly need under here. I love how my essentials are camping and fishing gear. Anyway, and behind me here, we've got our 2 batteries. So they are 190 amp hour each, which means I have 190 usable amp hours because you don't want them to get under half full because it'll damage the battery. And then behind them, sorry, the camera works a bit dodgy. Behind me here, this is my solar charge controller. So this one I got when I got my solar panel, which is on the roof, and it I think it was only about $80 or $90, and it was yeah, it's working pretty well. It's showing me the amperage of my batteries, and it's showing me everything that's going on, like how much is going into the batteries, how much is getting drawn out, and how much is on there at the moment. But then, like I said, I also have the solar panels just above me. You can't really see them because it is very dark tonight. And then under here, just here, which again you can't really see because it is dark, is a little compartment for my keys. So if I wanted to go out swimming something at the beach or anything and I didn't want to take my keys with me, I can just chuck them into that little key safe and no one's going to steal my van while I'm away. Since I did do the start of this video a little bit ago, I just wanted to show you guys that the lights above me are now installed into the roof, and the roof is all in. Woo! So that's really, really good. So this whole section of the van is basically done except for the doors on the cabinets there. And of course we still need to pop in our speakers into the roof and this light that comes on when we open the door. But yeah, everything else is completely finished in this section of the van. So the next thing that I think we want to be doing is the wall that goes just where that fridge is there. So the wall that connects the fridge, which will have shelving on it, and it's just above my bedside table slash hamper slash bin slash bench space. So there's lots of multiple purpose things in this van, which is exactly what you need on the road. Like, to be able to fit all of this into this van, everything has to have more than one purpose, which is exactly what I think I'm doing with that little bedside table there. Yeah, so once I do that wall and possibly the roof in that kitchen slash bathroom area, I'll be able to start working on my the rest of my electrical. So get my DC to DC charger set up and my AC to DC charger set up, and I'll also be able to get all the plumbing worked out and hopefully get the shower cubicle in by Easter. So we don't have very long now until Easter, and it's going to be a huge amount of work to get all of this done, but yeah, I'll bring you guys along for the journey anyway. And let's just keep our fingers crossed, guys, that we can get it all done on and ready for our tester trip at Easter, which I did kind of mention before, but I didn't actually say it I didn't really explain it very well. Yeah. I'm hoping that, like, editing Kira is going to be able to, like, sort all this out for me, and we're going to be able to kind of roll with a little bit with when I do the intro and conclusion to this video, which should happen now. So like I said at the start of this video, it's a little bit skew-iff, but we've done so much work to try and get it to this point at the moment, and I'm already starting to film the second episode for you guys. So of course, thank you so much for watching my video today. Please like, subscribe and comment below. Anything that you could possibly want to see in the van build. If you've got any questions, I'll hopefully answer all of them as soon as I possibly can. I'm hoping to do a bit of a frequently asked questions video soon, so hopefully I will be able to get that one in there for you if I get enough questions. So keep commenting below and we'll see what we can do. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hello everybody, Editing Kira here. Currently editing the video that you just watched. Now in this video I used 2 songs, and they're both written by my brother and his band Ska-non, which is formerly known as The Strangers in Town. So just a quick shout out to them, and if you look in the description below I have linked their Facebook page and a couple more of their songs and their videos. So get on it guys and take a look. Thanks, bye!